As Mississippi prepares to commemorate and honor the legacy of Medgar and Merle Evers 60 years after his assassination, I sat down with their daughter, Rena Evers Everett, for a conversation about the anniversary, a little bit about her childhood, and a little chat about her mother. Here's just some of what she had to talk about. First, let's just talk about the 60th anniversary of your father's passing, assassination. What does this mean, and why is it so significant?
It's significant to me because it's honoring who he was when he was alive, all the movements that he made for all of us in Mississippi and throughout the nation that were positive about justice. And so what we're doing, and the theme is Voices of Courage and Justice, because we're honoring those who took and had the courage to make sure that justice was served. 60 years ago almost is when the assassin took my father's life. And it changed my family's life forever.
Your mother just celebrated her 90th birthday.
90, yes.
And she's still out there?
She's not out there as much.
But she's still giving the message.
Oh, she is.
At 90 years old. Is this going to be the last time we really see her in public throughout the celebration and honor and commemoration that come up in June?
Yes, it is. She's slowed down. 90 years, you tend to slow down a little bit. And, you know, things are changing within her and her health. And she said, Rena, if I travel, it's going to be one more time. And this is the time. And so it's really going to be her last full public appearance because she goes, I'm retiring. I said, Mom, you'll never retire. But she's retiring from a big public appearances. And so we want to show her how much we care and respect what she's done and what my father's done and what so many others have done. That's what this commemoration's about. The voices of courage and justice. And she's still feisty. She still has opinions.
Talk about a little bit about your childhood and where and how things were growing up as a child here in Mississippi, and then when you left.
We had a great life, to be honest with you. And people look at me when I say that. But our house was full of love. And my father protected us as much as he could. And I say that because he was a great dad. He taught us how to survival tactics, but he did it in the best way. He did it as a game to find out several things, but one of the games was the safest place in the house. And so we had to go around and do different ways of, would we go to the bedroom, would we go to the closet? And we figured out the best place was the bathroom and the bathtub because we could get low. My father was a veteran. He fought in Normandy on the Red Ball Express, so he was on the front lines all the time. And so he used those military tactics to teach us. But we thought it was a game. But I still have it, and I use it, and I taught my kids.
We will hear more from Rena Evers Everett and others as we celebrate Medgar and Merle Evers, a lasting legacy on Friday, June 9th at 6:30 p.m. only on WJTV.